Hi friends, it's Mrs. P. I am back to do my budget closeout, weekly check-in, however you want to say it. This is going to be for our 4th week of April, and it's the dates 18th through the 24th. Yesterday I did my budget for the last week of April, and now I'm going to go ahead and do the check-in so that we can see where our final numbers are going into that last week. I didn't have a lot of confidence that things would turn out to where we had a lot going toward our debt at the end of the month, but some things came in, so I'll go ahead and get started, zoom you in so we can talk about it. All right, so rollover, we were expecting around $15.94, and that's because we had just the way I did because of us coming in from our vacation. Like, I kind of knew the number, so it was $1,594.98. All right, so then we had Mr. P's check. It did come in under the 1,000 because there was absolutely no overtime. This was just straight vacation time. So now we know if he doesn't get any overtime, this is pretty much what his check would look like after all of the deductions, the extra money that we are taking out for taxes, and yeah, so that's where we are. So if he doesn't get any overtime, so I'm thinking that I know that this is the busy season, but when I know that things are going to slow down, I'm going to just budget around 900. That way I don't ever have, it come under. That's really not what you want to do with a budget, is come under. It's better to underestimate than overestimate. All right, so we were expecting money from both my mother and father-in-law to pay their portion of the phone bill. My father-in-law hasn't paid yet, but I think I'm just going to start putting his at the end of the month. It seems like he's just going to pay at the end of the month. But my mom's did come in, but we had some unexpected things come in. And on my cheat sheet, I do not have the breakdown of it. My husband did do a side job, and so that brought in some extra money. And guys, I got a YouTube check. I am just blown away that me doing videos that I actually love and enjoy doing, interacting with you guys, that I can actually have money come in from that. It just blows my mind. But anyway, so I got $170 from YouTube, and that was pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie, I'd never started this channel thinking that I would have income from it, because I do enjoy it. Now, it is a lot of work, trying to schedule videos, finding the time to record them, and doing all the prep work and things like that. I do very minimum editing, very minimum. Mainly because I'm not that good at it. So I have learned how to cut things out, and I've learned how to fast forward, and I can put little like text things on there, and that's about it. But anyway, so my husband got paid for a side job. The YouTube money, $170 came in, and then money from my mom. So our other came in at $570.02. which was so unexpected. All right, so with that said, our income ended up being $3,103.11. All right, so now let's get down to our bills, because that's why we're here, right? All right, so Geico came in at $26.66, Apple Music $11.76, Netflix $16.57, Power and Internet $272.01, Spotify, for some reason I was thinking it was 13. I should have budgeted 12 because it was $11.76. Hulu was $4.26, Peacock $2.13, Verizon $371.51. And if you're new here, this covers a bunch of phones. And the only phones that our portion of the bill is covering is 3 phones: my husband's, mine, and my daughter's. Everybody else pays for their own. We just get it in like different random times of the month to cover this bill. All right, and there was one bill. I had told you guys I was canceling HBO Max, and I did not budget for it. But, and it hasn't gone up. It'll go up next month. My father-in-law, he's a widow, and he lives by himself. He's 85 years old. He gets lonely. TV is like his thing. Now, we do take him everywhere we possibly can. We took him to the ball game this past weekend. We take him to all of the soccer games of my daughters and football games, things like that. Like, he loves to do that kind of thing. But while we're working and stuff, he's at home by himself. And he loves to watch TV. And so my husband has like figured out how to sign him into all of our apps so that because he's on a very limited income, and my husband said we can't cancel that because his dad watches a lot of shows on HBO Max. So I decided just to go ahead and continue paying for it, pay it forward kind of thing, just as like a gift to him, because I know, TV is sometimes just one of those things that you really enjoy. So he enjoys his TV. So this still didn't make our budget go up too high because it's, not that expensive. So our total bills came in at $719.86, leaving us with $2,383.25. And I'm going to tell you guys, I wear glasses. And my glasses are so dirty right now. There's like smudges on them from cooking dinner, and I never washed them. And I'm having a really hard time seeing my cheat sheet over here. All right, $23.85. No, $23.83, Mrs. P. I'm also tired. $23.83.25. Okay, now all of these stayed exactly the same. I got out $150 for the month ahead, $205 for sinking funds, $58 for savings challenges, and $50 for savings. And so this did not change, $463, leaving us with $1,920.25. Okay. Now our envelopes. 19, let me go ahead and write this before I forget. 19, 20, 25. All right, so everything I got out at the beginning of the week, and I didn't get any extra. 20, eating out. We didn't use any of our bill money for eating out, but you'll see when I do my check-in for all of my expenses for groceries and gas and things that we did actually eat out, but I took it from my blow money so that I covered all those expenses. All right, gas, $60 I took out, and I used every penny of that. All right, and unbudgeted. Okay, so story time here. Okay, I work in middle school. I'm 8th grade. Yearbooks. Okay, so yearbooks are kind of pricey. I don't know if you guys have priced them lately, but for a yearbook for our school, it was like $54. And so they've been selling them all year long. And the yearbooks came in the other day, and they handed them out to all the students who had purchased them. And they had extras for students to purchase if they had not ordered one. And so, the kids are all sitting in the room, and they're, looking at the yearbooks and talking, and I'm just listening, I'm grading papers, whatever, and I'm listening to the kids talk and, looking at their pictures and things like that. And I noticed that one of our students was talking to her friend, and just, she sounded so sad. She didn't get a yearbook, and in 8th grade, that's their last year of middle school, and it's kind of like, if you're going to get one, that would be the year to do it, because they have all the baby pictures and all the, special things in there for 8th graders. Anyway, she's had a really hard year. Her parents split up. Mom had to move because they couldn't afford the house that they were in. They've had to move in with, I don't even know if it's a relative or a friend, and just money's tight. And something about this girl is anytime that I've had a rough day, and they know it because, I'm typically usually pretty bubbly and stuff. And sometimes, I just have days where, things haven't gone right. She's always the first one to write me a little note or give me a hug or just tell me something really sweet to kind of cheer me up. She brought me these little chocolates one day. I don't know. She's just one of those kids that are always thinking about others. And so I decided to gift her a yearbook. And I had to get it approved from, administration because, it's kind of, I can't buy it for everybody that didn't get one. But I felt like she really deserved it. And so, of course, I did it anonymously. I didn't want her to know. But they called her to the office today and to give her the yearbook and just told her that, somebody had thought about her and wanted to give her one. And she was so happy, guys. It was worth the extra $54 in my budget. And because that YouTube money came in, that's money that I can give. It's not money that I was expecting for income. It's not money that, we need to pay our bills. So, I know Dave Ramsey, one of his sayings is, giving, being debt-free is not just to secure yourself, but it's also so you can bless other people. And that is giving to other people is I guess it makes me happy. I don't need anything. In fact, if you've noticed, I don't hardly ever spend my blow money, but I use it for my family and to do things with my family because it means more to me to do it that way than anything else. But anyway, sorry, long tangent. So this section adds up to be $464, and it left us with $1,456.25. Okay, now we're going to move this down here, which we are, as you can see, much higher than we thought we were going to be. Now, I did not pay anything extra towards the snowball because I'm going to wait and make sure nothing else crazy comes in before I do anything with that. So I just went ahead and put 0 for the snowball. And then this is going to be $156.75, and it leaves us with $1,299.50, which is way more than I thought I would have. Well, not way more, but it is a lot more than I thought I would have. So it looks like we're going to be able to make a decent debt payment this month. Hopefully everything goes like it's supposed to. All right, so now I'm going to flip over and go to our check-in for our expenses that we use. I had to get a bigger sticky because as you can see, I've got quite a bit of expenses here. All right, so groceries. I stopped at 2 different places for groceries. One was our grocery outlet. Looking for little treasures, and I found some. So I spent $27 there. Oh, I need to zoom you in, I'm sorry. All right, and then Walmart. And I spent $113 at Walmart. All right, so then pet supplies. I'm gonna go ahead and mark this off. Pet supplies, I just had one expense. That was at Walmart, and that was for $11. And then household, $36. I spent quite a bit on household this week. The wasps, we have like a covered front porch and then a big deck on the back. Wasps, I don't know how they get into like the crevices and stuff, but I've been noticing a lot of wasps flying around the house, and I just don't want anybody to get stung, so I bought a bunch of wasp and hornet spray. Let's see, what else did I get? Some hair dry shampoo for my daughter, and a few, let me show you. I know this isn't household, but I bought it with household money. I got me some of this Sort Quick because I'm tired of, fighting that money when I'm counting it. All right, so that was all for household. Eating out. Okay, so even though we didn't use money out of our budget, I'm going to go ahead and list where we ate out, which one was Pizza Hut, And I think I told you when I was doing my meal plan that there was, we did pick up pizza one night after a ball game. We were really tired and hot and nasty, and so it was, they had this special, so I got us a pizza that night, and I did use the ball game money to cover that. All right, and then Saturday we took my father-in-law to a baseball game, and we spent quite a bit. It is not cheap to eat at a ball game, and so between my husband and myself, my daughter and my father-in-law, for food, drinks, snacks, all the things, I used $68, and that came out of my blow money. So we did spend that. And then gas. I got gas twice, $4.20. I got gas at Walmart, and I just topped off the tank, but it was $35. And then, I'm saying a lot, I'm sorry. 22, and I say I'm sorry a lot too. My coworkers pointed that out today. They're like, stop saying I'm sorry. Okay, and then today, or was it today? No, yesterday, I filled up again, and I topped it off for $25 using every bit of that $60 that I had budgeted, but that'll get me through until we get, you know, refund the gas envelope. And that is all. Oh, nope, I'm budgeted. I'm just going to put yearbook. And that was $54. And it was well worth it. You could have seen her face. She was so happy. She gave me a hug, and she didn't even know I was the one that got it for her. Okay. This is our check-in. We got one more week. I did say that, I know I had mentioned that I didn't think I would need a lot of groceries, but goodness, I literally spent everything but $10. I just kind of went wild with it. But that's it. That's our budget for this week and what we have spent. And I'm going to go ahead and bring the candle over. Nick's not really showing. I just lit this candle not too long ago, so it's not burnt down so much. But anyway, guys, I'm going to say goodbye and good night, and I will see you later.